You aren't avoiding that big project because you're lazy. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do: avoid anything uncomfortable, hard, or unfamiliar to keep you safe. Modern, abstract tasks trigger the same stress response as physical danger. Look at the amygdala on this diagram. When you face a difficult project, this threat detector goes into overdrive, signaling your body to retreat from the danger of hard work. You can bypass this biological alarm without relying on raw willpower. The Lotus Method is a battle-tested sequence designed to disarm the brain's resistance so you can work without feeling like you're dragging yourself across mental hot coals. By the end of this tutorial, you will be prepared to initiate and sustain a 25 to 50-minute work block on the very task you've been avoiding. First, establish the physical prerequisites. Select one specific task, set a timer, and eliminate every digital distraction. Close the tabs, silence the notifications, and clear your immediate space. Stripping away this noise signals to the brain that the environment is controlled and safe. It is the necessary first step to lowering your threat sensors so deep work can begin. Step 1 is awareness. In Buddhism, the monkey mind refers to a restless brain that jumps from thought to avoid effort. When you notice your brain pulling a stunt, like suggesting you clean the kitchen instead of starting, pause and say, "I see the avoidance." In avoidance, behavior is driven by the emotional brain, shown here. The amygdala pulses with a survival-based urge to procrastinate. Labeling the pattern activates the prefrontal cortex, the logical center. This shift takes power from the reactive brain, placing it in conscious control. Step 2 is to flow with the resistance. The philosophy of Lao Tzu teaches us to stop fighting the current and learn to swim with the river. Forcing your way through a massive wall of resistance usually leads to burnout within minutes. Instead of facing the entire project, shrink the target. Create a gateway task that is ridiculously easy, like writing for just 10 minutes. A micro-task this small flies under your brain's threat radar. Completing that tiny first step triggers a dopamine release. This initial progress replaces the fear response with compounding momentum, making the next 10 minutes easier than the first. Step 3 is stillness. Ancient monks used zazen meditation to let the mud in the mind settle. Before you attempt to execute your task, you must clear the cognitive noise. Sit quietly for 5 to 10 minutes with zero inputs. No phone, no music, and no podcasts. Just exist and breathe. Your brain will initially scream for stimulation. If you remain still, that chaos fades. Like muddy water becoming clear when left alone, your focus naturally sharpens as mental noise settles. This period of stillness lowers cortisol and increases alpha brainwaves. This biological reset prepares the mind to view hard tasks as solvable puzzles rather than immediate threats. Using stillness to settle the mind provides the clarity required to approach complex work with a steady hand. Step 4 is intentional action. Shaolin monks master bricks and stones by perfecting one punch at a time. They give their undivided attention to a single move until it becomes effortless. Apply this to your work. Set your timer for 25 to 50 minutes and focus on one slice of the task. Do not switch tabs and do not check messages. Every time you switch your attention, you drain cognitive energy. Deep single-task focus allows you to make more progress in 1 hour than most people make in a full afternoon of distracted effort. Step 5 is patience. You'll feel the urge to rush or seek out quick dopamine hits to relieve the pressure of the work. Progress operates like compounding interest. The lotus flower takes time to push through the mud before it blooms. If you stay consistent, you'll reach a point where your skills and habits click and everything happens at once. Patience prevents dopamine burnout. It allows you to build a sustainable system for growth, turning isolated moments of effort into a consistent long-term habit. By following these steps, you have transitioned from resistance to active participation. You've successfully managed the biological urge to retreat. Compare this state of initiation to the avoidance you felt at the start of this video. The task that triggered a stress response just minutes ago now has a clear, methodical path forward. You didn't have to break your brain to do this. You simply provided it with the correct operational instructions to move past its survival-based defenses. Before you start your timer, declare the one hard task you are tackling today in the comments. Use this to lock in your commitment. Mastering the ability to start is the most important skill in your cognitive toolkit. Set the timer, start the work, and if you want more strategies for destroying procrastination, subscribe. Let's grow.